All right. All right, what's up, y'all? So this is part 5 of I stopped at just kind of analyzing the differences in community resources, right? And so I'm gonna tie it back into like segregation, right? And I say that because I was saying how we look at how the Asians they stick together, the most Hispanic groups. Um, then we also have the white people generally stick together, you know. Now, I'm not saying that black people, we don't have our own community. That's not what I'm saying. But back to the topic of segregation and how in the clip originally, D.L. Hughley was saying how white people always want to segregate themselves from black people. So the point is that they're gonna dangle the bait in your face. They're gonna give you enough reach to get it, and then they're gonna try to tear it down and or take it for themselves. Right? Then they'll create a law to push you steps backwards. So that's strategically, historically, excuse me, I don't know why I keep saying strategically, but strategically, historically, over time, what has happened to the black race and or community in America. A vast majority in comparison to other minority groups. We oftentimes get angry at the fact that white, the white race, the white races, because it's, they have their subgroups, often want to be segregated from other minority races, especially black people, right? But is it really a bad thing, right? And if we are segregated in communities, meaning we are building, growing, flourishing, productive in our own communities, and we do have a segregated section in the city, or the only thing is, observantly speaking, for people, our dollars, our fashion, our knowledge is being taken out of our communities and included in other people's, right? Does that give the individual who is a representative of the race, of the community, access and resources? Yes. But does it actually give the community and the race itself access and or resources? That's the question. Really. Right? I did a rap about 5 or 6 years ago when I was talking about how people don't come back to the community and invest back into the community, right? We're fighting for inclusion. So that's where our focus is. We want to be included. We want to be there. We want to be in that spot. We want to be there, that title. We want to be a part of that, right? And that's where our focus is inclusion. But when it comes down to the segregation of your community, do we ever come back and invest in it, really? So that's where that conversation of us in the segregated times in history, we invested back in our communities. We stuck together. We built together. We were productive and progressive together. But when we started focusing on inclusion, which means we're looking on the outside of our community, we're looking on the outside of ourselves, wanting something that someone else has, and we already have it, right? We are taking the resources out. We're taking out